welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something I think a lot of us feel. This kind of tension, right?
Definitely. Between wanting to achieve, to succeed, and also just wanting some inner peace.
Clarity.
Exactly, that constant drive versus this yearning to just be still for a moment. So our mission today really is to explore how you find that clarity, how it actually connects ambition and presence. And maybe it starts like right when you wake up.
Those very first moments.
Yeah, picture this. It's what, 6:03 a.m. Maybe you're in a high-rise somewhere, Tokyo, London, New York.
It doesn't matter where, really.
Right, and the first thing you do is reach for your phone. Before your feet even touch the ground, your heart's already racing, right? The world rushes in.
That external flood versus, maybe think of a monk in the Himalayas waking to a soft chime.
Okay.
Just breathing, not planning, not reacting, just becoming ready, allowing readiness to arrive.
That difference, it feels huge. It is huge. And that gap, that space between reacting instantly and finding stillness, that's where so much modern burnout is actually born, I think.
We get it wrong, don't we? We think being busy, constantly doing.
Means we're being effective. We confuse activity with purpose. Mistake being reactive for being truly ready.
So is there like a science to this? Or is it more ancient wisdom?
Well, what's really fascinating is how they're converging now. Modern neuroscience and, ancient insights, they both basically say the same thing. How you start your day, it shakes everything.
Everything, like mood, productivity.
Mood, productivity, focus, emotional regulation, even fundamentally how you perceive reality itself. It sets the trajectory.
Okay, unpack that science bit for me. What's happening in the brain?
So those first few minutes after you wake up, neuroscientists talk about this window of heightened neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity, meaning the brain is changeable.
Exactly. It's soft, it's impressionable. Think of it like wet clay, really receptive to whatever you impress upon it.
Wet clay, I like that. So the input matters enormously then.
Hugely. Whether it's, the calm feeling of your breath or the sudden jolt of 100 emails demanding attention, that first input strongly influences your nervous system for hours.
And the implication is, well, it's pretty stark, isn't it?
It is. Most of us, without even thinking, we hand over this incredibly valuable window. This, you could say, sacred window.
To algorithms.
Yeah.
To notification, to other people's demands.
Right. We let the outside world basically colonize our inner space before we've even had a chance to claim it for ourselves that morning.
It's like outsourcing your own mind first thing in the morning.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
So what's the fix? It sounds like it needs to be something simple if it's going to stick.
It is simple. Maybe not easy at first, but simple. It comes down to mindfulness, what the old texts called sati.
Sati.
Lucid awareness. Just knowing what's happening as it's happening. It's not about zoning out, it's about zoning in, reclaiming your attention.
So not escaping, but reclaiming, like taking back control of your focus.
Yeah, precisely. Think about the Satipatthana Sutta, one of the core texts. The instruction is incredibly basic. Start by simply knowing you're breathing in and knowing you're breathing out.
That's it, just noticing the breath.
That conscious noticing, that's the beginning of training your attention. It's revolutionary in its own quiet way.
And this trained attention, it has real-world benefits beyond just feeling calmer.
Oh, absolutely. It's now being recognized as a serious competitive advantage, measurable.
Okay, now you're speaking the language of ambition. Let's connect ancient practice to modern results. What does the data say?
Well, modern psychology, stress research, it's clear, even just 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, of mindful breathing when you wake up.
Yeah.
It measurably lowers your baseline cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone.
Okay, lower stress, that's good.
It also improves emotional regulation. You're less likely to be hijacked by frustration or anxiety during the day. And crucially, it increases cognitive flexibility.
Cognitive flexibility, meaning you can think on your feet better, adapt.
Exactly. Pivot faster, solve problems more creatively. Your mind is less rigid.
Which you can see why companies would care about that.
Totally. Look at Google, Apple, Salesforce. They're integrating mindfulness into leadership training. Not because it's trendy, but because they get it.
Get what?
That, in a world completely saturated with distraction, focused attention, that's the ultimate edge. A calm mind isn't just, nice to have. It's a higher performing mind.
Right, a better cognitive machine almost.
In a way, yes.
But I have to push back a little. For someone really driven, where every minute feels like it counts towards hitting targets, doesn't sitting still for 5 minutes, just breathing, feel like wasting precious time. That urge to check the market, answer that urgent message,
Yeah,
it's strong.
of course. That urge is the habit. It's the reactivity we've been trained into, the resistance you feel. That's actually the thing you're learning to observe, not obey.
So don't fight the urge, just notice it.
Notice it and shift the frame. It's not just about performing better in the next meeting, though that might happen. It's about being better.
Being better how?
More resilient under pressure, more patient maybe with your family or your team, more tuned in to your own intuition, especially when the data isn't clear-cut.
So making decisions from a different place.
Exactly. When your ambition comes from a place of inner peace, not underlying panic or lack, the decisions you make are often wiser, more impactful, higher leverage, you might say.
That shift from panic to peace is the driver. That sounds like the real goal. I remember hearing about a founder in Silicon Valley, super stressed, always chasing the next milestone. He started meditating, not really to relax, but almost as a survival tactic. Woke up 20 minutes earlier just for silence.
A non-negotiable meeting with himself, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And apparently the change was noticeable.
I've heard similar stories. Teams notice, they say things like, he actually listens now, or she seems calmer under pressure. The decisions become more grounded, strategic.
So wiser growth, not just faster growth.
That's it. That's wholeness in action. Leading from a place of being centered.
I like thinking of attention like a flame.
Yeah.
I'm easily blown about.
Analogy.
All the notifications, anxieties, demands, they're like gusts of wind. And that morning practice, even just a few minutes.
Just like cupping your hands around the flame.
Exactly. Stabilize it, shielding it just long enough so it burns steadily. Then you can actually use that light to navigate the day instead of just reacting to shadows.
Beautifully put. Once that inner flame is steady, you can handle, well, pretty much anything the day throws at you.
Okay, let's talk about the when. You mentioned there's an optimal time for this internal work. Something about the architecture of the morning.
Yes. Ancient traditions often speak of Brahma Muhurta.
Brahma Muhurta, the hour of Brahma.
Often translated that way, yeah. It's roughly the 90 minutes or so before sunrise. And it's not just mystical, it lines up remarkably well with our neurobiology.
Yes.
Well, around that time, your body's melatonin production naturally dips. Your brain starts shifting towards alertness, but it's often in a state of quiet focus.
Quieter. How?
Critically, the default mode network, the DMN, is usually at its least active right then.
The DMN.
Yeah.
That's the part that chatters, right? The mind wandering, planning, worrying part.
That's the one. The brain's internal narrator, or chatterbox. So in those pre-dawn moments, you get this natural lull in the internal monologue. It's a prime opportunity.
An opportunity to set the tone before the chatter ramps up.
Exactly. To intentionally cultivate presence, awareness, before the DMN kicks into high gear with the day's agenda and anxieties. You're using the brain's natural quiet state strategically.
It makes me think of those Zen gardens, the monks raking the gravel.
Mm-hmm.
It looks repetitive, but it's not really about making perfect lines, is it?
No, the ritual isn't about the outcome on the gravel. It's about realignment. Each slow, deliberate stroke of the rake is a physical anchor. It draws the mind back from distraction, making it available to the present. The action cultivates the state.
Making the mind available. I like that. But let's be real. Most people listening probably hit snooze 3-4 times.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're back the phone.
Yeah. And the immediate thought is, I don't have time for Zen gardens or mindful breathing. That mantra of the overwhelmed. How do we tackle that?
It's the biggest hurdle, but it's often a misconception of time. You feel you don't have 5 minutes for stillness, but research shows
We're scrolling anyway.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Many professionals spend, on average, 12 to 20 minutes scrolling feeds or checking emails before their feet even hit the floor.
12 to 20 minutes. So reclaiming just 5 of those isn't adding a task.
It's redirecting time you're already spending, often passively or reactively. It's strategic. Think of it like putting on your own oxygen mask first. It's not selfish. It's necessary to function well.
And the payoff for those 5 minutes, you mentioned cognitive flexibility, but there's more, right?
A key skill you develop is meta-awareness.
Meta-awareness.
The ability to notice your thoughts without automatically getting swept away by them. To observe the urge, the worry, the plan, without having to act on it immediately.
Like that CEO in Berlin you mentioned, the one who swapped the 6 a.m. email scan for silence.
Exactly. She initially felt guilty, like she wasn't being productive. But quickly, she realized she stopped reacting to every little thing as if it were a 5-alarm fire.
She could see more clearly what actually mattered.
Precisely. Her perception sharpened. She could distinguish the truly urgent from the merely important, or even just the noise. That pause drastically reduced her decision fatigue throughout the day.
So stillness actually built a cognitive advantage. It wasn't time wasted, it was time invested.
Beautifully said, yes.
Okay, for someone listening right now thinking, all right, I'm convinced, but I'm a total beginner, sitting still for 5 minutes sounds impossible. What are some super practical, non-weird starting points, like micro practices?
Absolutely. Start tiny. The key is sensory anchors, something tangible to focus on.
Like what?
Watching a candle flame for just 1 minute. The visual focus is very grounding, helps quiet the verbal mind.
Okay, a candle flame. What else?
Drinking a glass of water, slowly. Just focusing entirely on the feeling, the coolness, the glass in your hand, the sensation of swallowing. Total sensory immersion.
Simple. Water. I can do that.
Standing barefoot on the floor. Feel the solid ground beneath you, the pull of gravity. Just feel yourself being here, or even just whispering or thinking a single phrase.
An intention.
Yeah, like, may I be present, or may I be kind today. Simple human acts. They're about reclaiming that little bit of agency over your attention. Start with 60 seconds if 5 minutes feels too long.
It's interesting. We started talking about high-performance corporate metrics, and we've ended up talking about drinking water slowly and feeling the floor under our feet.
Because that's where true high performance begins. This is what we mean by sacred success.
Sacred success. Define that.
It's success that doesn't cost you your soul. It's achievement that flows from a place of inner alignment, not just frantic activity. Success without presence. It's just noise. It's unsustainable.
Performance versus wholeness.
Exactly. We're aiming for ambition that's rooted in peace, driven by purpose and, dare I say, love, not by a sense of lack or fear.
So this morning practice,
Yeah.
it's not self-indulgent. It's not navel-gazing.
Not at all. It's fundamental self-preservation. It's what enables you to give more, to lead better, to create more effectively, because you're doing it from a full cup, from a place of clarity and wholeness.
When your own stability becomes a resource for others, your team, your family.
That's profound success, isn't it? That's leadership from the inside out.
And what strikes me through all this is maybe presence isn't something complicated we need to build or achieve.
Go on.
Maybe it's actually our natural state, and all the rushing, the reacting, the scrolling. That's what's unnatural.
I believe that's true. Presence is always here, underneath the noise.
So the morning ritual, it's not about finding presence, but maybe just clearing the dust off the mirror.
Beautiful. Yes. Clearing the dust from the mirror of awareness so you can see what's already there yourself, the world, without that immediate filter of anxiety or external demands. You don't need to become more mindful, you just need to remember.
Stop forgetting that you already are mindful underneath it all.
Precisely.
So here's the challenge then for everyone listening. For tomorrow morning, just try this. Resist the urge.
For 60 seconds.
Yeah, just 1 minute. Don't reach for the phone. Don't start planning the day. Just lie there. Feel the bed supporting you. Feel the air on your skin.
Notice the simple physical miracle of being awake. And maybe, in that quiet moment, let one question arise. Not a planning question, but a guiding one.
A question about purpose, maybe? Not expectation.
Exactly. Ask yourself gently, if today were my only day, how would I truly want to live it?